auction. Katrina came home from her weekly bridge party, accompanied by the obligatory local gossip session, to find me, her husband, and 3 men, her co-workers, seated in our living room. Once her initial shock passed, she asked, "What the hell is this gathering you're having here?" "This is the night you're going to get what you've long dreamed of," I said solemnly. "After months of you nagging me about how lousy I was in every way and how much better the people in your office were than me, I've found the best solution. The main reason I still hadn't divorced you was the pile of money I would have lost if I had. After the divorce, my lifestyle would have deteriorated a lot." The men in the living room were silent for the time being, however. So was Katrina, who froze on the threshold of the room, trying to figure out what was going on. So I finally came up with a solution that would suit both of us. These guys were invited here for the auction. I've decided to bid on my place as your lawfully wedded husband. I know there were a few other men you were interested in, but they either turned me down or were afraid their wives would find out about the deal. "What are you, out of your mind?" Woke up from tetanus and hissed at me, dear wife. "No, not at all, but I used to be crazy when I lived with you," I countered, until I came up with this wonderful idea. "I hope you like it too." Now, to be fair to you guys, I turned to my guests and then back to my wife. You, dear, will need to show each of them your best skills. It wouldn't be fair if they had to pay for something they have no idea about. Coda. I corrected myself. Or rather, nobody likes to buy a cat in a bag. The seated men nodded in agreement, and I waved my hand upward toward the master bedroom. I had prepared our bedroom with spare sheets, wet wipes, a couple tubes of lube, and of course a packet of contraception. You gentlemen will draw straws to determine who goes to test it first. Katrina stared at the men sitting on the couch. They all seemed to be throwing the same lustful glances at her that she was used to when they came over to flirt at her desk in the office. "Wait a minute, guys. Do you really think he can auction me off?" she said indignantly, arms at her sides. I interrupted her, raising my index finger. "Whoa, whoa. I'm not selling you outright. I'm selling my place as your husband." I shook my head at the excited guests, "must take my rightful place in all domestic affairs, including satisfying you, my dear wife. According to you, any of them could do it much better than I could, without even bothering. Well, tonight's the night to find out." The boys looked at each other with smiles of enthusiasm as Katrina tried to digest the news. "So, Katrina, you have a choice. You too can bid and place your bid. If you win, you can choose the man you want or have none of them. I'll take the amount of your winnings, subtract it from your half of our assets and combine it with my half, and then I'll remove my suffocating presence from you and leave you to explore uncharted worlds." "Yeah, I need a drink," the dazed wife wheezed. "I don't want to rush you," I warned her, "but you have to give each man enough time to decide how important it is for him to be with you." "Was I really such a bad wife to you that you decided to pull such a ridiculous and dirty trick?" She pouted her lips. "Yeah, that's how bad I was," I nodded. "My next option was to just walk away from you and let you pay for the divorce. Now, let me play a hit parade of examples of you disrespecting me." I clicked a button and played in front of my home audience a tape I had recorded of the derogatory statements she had bombarded me with over the past few months. In this tape, it was mentioned in a rather shrill voice. "How little money I bring in. How little housework I do. How stupid my political views are. What a terrible bore I am. And how utterly uninventive I am in bed." Toward the end of the tape of her irritated revelations, she cried, "Now, gentlemen, I'll leave it up to you. You've heard this lady's opinion of me. The question for you is, should I remain married to this woman?" One by one, they would say, "Nah, man," or "Hell no," and then get up and leave. The offer to take my place as her husband somehow no longer seemed so attractive to them. 2 of them, as they left the house, even expressed their condolences at my being married to such a gargoyle. Katrina collapsed onto the couch, free of potential suitors, where she continued to sob. "Addison, I'm so sorry." "Me too, Katrina. Me too. Damn, I probably shouldn't have scared them off so soon. They could have at least held out until you had a chance to sleep with each of them." Now you're going to have to start all over again with a new casting of potential husband candidates. Well, good luck with that, and I'm off. Wait, where are you going? She jumped up. Well, you can see that my plan A didn't work. Your prospective suitors are scattering like cockroaches. Now, plan B is in effect. I've already moved out my half of my possessions, and I've got a couple of traveling suitcases in my car right now. I'm not even sure exactly where I'm going yet. But I'm definitely not staying here. Poe, wait! Please wait! I don't want a divorce! Katrina screamed. And I don't want it myself because I'd come out of court a major loser with burned nerve cells and empty pockets. So I'm just going to walk away. You can divorce me if you want to, of course. No. I mean, I don't want to divorce you. I want to stay married to you. Come on, give me a chance to make it up to you. There's a very simple way to do it. What's that? Her eyes lit up. Get out of my way, woman.